Hello everyone, welcome to my new video on Google Sheet. In this video, we'll discuss the example for LET function which we discussed in the last video. So recently I was working on a project and then for one complex calculation I found this LET function to be very useful. I didn't have to add multiple columns to do the same. I was able to achieve it in one column only, and I'll show you similar kind of example here. So here you can see that we have a few set of customers who have booked uh, some trip, and there are some codes for hotel, flight, and auxiliary service and total price. Now this is the transaction detail that we have. Now not everyone in the organization would know about the cost for these uh, services. So for example, when customer id 111 booked a hotel HA and flight FA and auxiliary A1, what are the costs associated with these three? And maybe in the finance department people would try to analyze what is the cost, what is the profit, and they would be having some separate data where for each of these codes they have some price information about it. So if we have to get the total cost here, we can do the mapping, we can add separate columns for hotel cost, flight cost, and auxiliary cost, and finally we can get the total cost. But this can be achieved in one formula as well using let function. Now before jumping into that, let's create some name ranges, which I find very useful when we are writing any large formula. So I'll select this range and I'll create a name range which would be, say, H map. So it's hotel map and H cost. Okay. Similarly, flight map and flight cost. And then we have, let it be A map and then A cost. Now once we are done with this name ranges, we can write the formula here. And because it would be a long formula, I'll just use this space. You can to highlight this. So I'll start with let function. Then I'll name the first variable as hotel cost. Okay. So hotel, because the first one is hotel, so hotel cost price, and then I'll write the formula. So I'll be using XLOOKUP. I have to look up for this, and then I'll look it into HMAP. Okay, and then sorry, I look it into HMAP, and then my cost would be H cost. And for blanks, maybe I'll just put 0 here. Flight cost price, I'll again name this variable and formulate it XLOOKUP. So here it would be C2, then F map and F cost. Again 0 in case we don't have any. And then the next variable I'm creating is A cost price. And for this, the formula would be again A XLOOKUP. So we have BC now D2 in A map, and I'll just close this to make A cost would be the column which I want. And then after closing all this, the final expression would be just the sum of these three. So hotel cost price plus flight flight cost price plus auxiliary cost price. So this is how I'll use the formula. So I'm doing all the lookups in one place, putting it in different variables, and then my final expression is the sum of all these variables here. So once I enter, I get the total cost. And if I select all this and do Control D, this formula is now populated in the rest of the cells as well below. So now if I just want to look at the profit, I can actually formulate that also directly, but the profit would be to this price minus cost. So we can see that maybe for some of these actually transactions, we are not actually making any profit. So maybe there are some promotional activities due to which it's the case, and then we have some transaction where it is negative as well. So overall, even after all these transactions, our profit is only $4,200. So you can see the benefit of using the let function. Here you don't have to add multiple columns and do the same. You can directly do it in one cell in using one formula only. So thank you. I hope you will find this useful. Do subscribe my channel, share this video amongst your friend, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.